Dude.
What'd you guys think?
Okay.
Damn, son!
Yeah.
Holy sh**. Oh man. Okay, the Harley-Davidson Knucklehead, absolutely iconic engine. Huge step in the history for Harley-Davidson as well. So essentially with this bike that we're building for Born Free, we wanted to pay homage to a 1937 Harley-Davidson Knucklehead. It was a half-year release in Delphine Blue. It took us a while to get to that point of finding the correct paint, but one of the things that we also wanted to do was give a tip of the hat to the actual Knucklehead. In order to do that, you know, we had to essentially change valve covers of the engine. In the Harley-Davidson world, they don't call them valve covers, they call them rocker covers because they're, you know, covering up the rockers. So in the muscle car world, they do all sorts of different valve covers for all sorts of different engines. And so I just kind of thought, like, why are we not doing that with Harley-Davidsons? Because Harley's essentially the muscle cars of the motorcycle world, right? And with my recent experience, you know, dealing with some muscle car stuff and, you know, building out some engines, case in point, I figured, why don't we try creating something new here to tie in kind of the history of Harley-Davidson, you know, the roots of Harley-Davidson, paying homage to that and, you know, making it look cool and kind of making people do that double take. The Harley-Davidson Knucklehead was originally released in 1936. It was significant for Harley-Davidson because it was their first overhead valve big V-twin. So it had more power, it had a bold new design. The look that it had with the bolts for the rockers gave it that legendary look, so it was given the name Knucklehead. The engine is legendary. It's practically unobtainium. Can't find them for sale. Usually you have to know a friend of a friend. If you do come across them, you know, they're gonna cost you quite a bit of money. If real knuckleheads are out of reach and they're unobtainium, why not create something to be able to kind of carry that spirit forward and make it obtainable for people? I recently got experience with 3D modeling with our manufacturing of carbon fiber. I essentially learned how to do 3D scanning and cleaning stuff up and taking it into CAD, which was a huge step in us manufacturing these as well. It's a nod to the past, reimagined for the present, and this is just the beginning. Here I have a 1947 Harley-Davidson EL Knucklehead. Now, we haven't done a reveal of this on the channel. We haven't told the backstory or anything like that. We'll be sure to make a dedicated video on this engine and the plans behind it. So because we have an actual original knuckle here, which is just in my living room as like an art piece for now. So we're gonna go ahead and get some measurements of the Knucklehead rocker covers. We'll use that essentially to model them up. Point data and it maps it all out. It's taking pictures, but it's taking pictures in 3D. And so whenever you first start it, you need to find a good anchor point. It can reference like where you are, like a 5-axis plane essentially. So like up, down, left, right, forward, back. And you have to, you know, move slowly. Some 3D scanners are better than others. You can move a little bit faster with some. This isn't the best 3D scanner by all means, but it gets the job done. Gone through and we've processed it here. Since it's essentially a camera, it is capturing other data like the texture, the color, and all that stuff. So if you put color back into it, it's gonna look more like what we see. Raw data, fused data, meshed, and textured. We're going to take all of this data to our friend. We're going to go back and forth with him, essentially making this vision become a reality. Introduce you guys. This is Paul.
This is my mess.
Oh no.
It's a good mess. He added to the mess, so it's not all me.
So, car enthusiast, drift enthusiast. From the car world, we're very divided camp, E36 chassis, E46 chassis. God's chassis, apparently.
It's objective. I mean, come on. It's objectively better.
I ended up messaging you on Instagram a while back, and we got to talking kind of back and forth about some stuff. Asked you if you could do the shim. We knocked that out. Saw a lot of the other parts that you were creating, so we basically took this idea, scan data and everything that we had, talked to Paul, and we're kind of combining forces here. All right, so we've basically got the M8 covers 3D scanned and the knuckle rockers 3D scanned, melded them together here. Now before we cut them on the machine and cut expensive metal, we're gonna 3D print them first, make sure that they fit, and then if any adjustments need to be made, we'll go from there.
The first print I do normally is going to be very rough, and it's just to get dimensions in there. So all our holes line up, spacing to frame and whatever, everything is in the right spot, and then we'll come back and refine all this and make it look how John wants it to look.
It's very, very unrefined, but we're taking off one of the valve covers, rocker covers, on the bike just to make sure it fits in. So we're gonna take this off and throw the mock-up 3D printed one in there. Obviously doing the 3D print stuff before doing straight milling.
We'll keep doing more and more. There's lots of things to make off this.
Yeah.
So I think that's where John wants to go with it. They're cool. Everybody likes nice stuff in this world. A lot of our car people don't care.
In the Harley world?
I think more so than our, you know this.
Yeah, more so than the box BMW. Yeah. The drift world? Man.
They don't care.
All right. Moment of truth. Oh, and it actually clears the stock air cleaner, yeah. Which, I mean, we're gonna take that off, but yeah, because it has that like wave to it, you know, like this would come forward, and we could actually push that back a little bit.
I think we'll just push back that side and we'll leave this where it is.
Yeah,
And
perfect.
then we'll push it off on the front. I just squared the front up so much.
Right. All right, homies, that's the update for now. So back to the lab and continue crushing it. So the next iteration we see will be a little bit different. We're gonna get it dialed, but that's step one of the process. We'll be right back. You guys will see the update in just a second. Tyson! What up, guys? All right, so back with a new prototype, 3D printed piece. So we're gonna get this bike up in the air, remove that front valve cover. Since the last time in this video that you guys saw it, the bike was whole or whole-ish, but we've since gone up to Nashville, Tennessee, hung out with Billy Lane, did some fabrication work, got the back end hard-tailed. Hard-tailed to soft-tailed. A lot of people seem to be kind of upset about that. I think that's cool. It definitely gives us some more flavor besides, you know, just...
That's why you test this stuff, eh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Trim off some of this.
Yeah, just kind of knock the shoulders off the billet piece.
That needs to come down like another...
About half an inch almost.
Yeah.
Quarter inch maybe. I think the whole head of it has to drop down a bit.
All right. Hear me? Welcome back. Did I leave you hanging? Were you...
Oh, no.
Okay. On camera?
Hello again.
Hello for camera.
So another one. I think this one fits.
Ooh, it's black.
It is black this time.
Oh,
I ran out of white.
So yeah, we're back for round 3 of fitting.
We added a lot of volume to these covers.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and it's not an organic shape.
Yeah, so the way that they usually, it's like they'll come up here, but then they'll stick up like another. It's like they stick out.
Dome.
Yeah, and they dome.
So I'm gonna do this on the corner, and then we're gonna have to lose more height.
Yeah.
So, which sucks because you're just losing your face
tank lift it, right?
Just go like a ½ inch.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
That might look really, really cool.
I still think these look better like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I
like that?
it. Yeah, definitely. Not as squared off.
And you'll see a lot of nice finishing in there.
We really don't need much. Like, that's clearance right there, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause that's, I think, the minimum you would have to go, right? Like at least above the frame.
Is that how it looks?
Dude, no, it actually, that's chopper. Not necessarily what we're trying to do with the 37, retro mod, but I mean, it's also a.
I'm not trying to band-aid it. But
Yeah,
we're like,
I want it to look knuckles, so it's like, yeah, I don't want to lose that. So if we can do tank lift by, ½ an inch, then we'll do tank lift by ½ an inch. Hell yeah, brother. Here's what I'm talking about. Soft hardtail
soft hardtail.
M8 knuckle. Makes no sense to any of y'all. It'll be cool. It's different. You guys ever seen it done before? No, me neither. Hit the like button. It's just a huge pain in man, like having that idea of what you want and then like the steps it takes to get there. The front end, proving difficult. The fenders, proving difficult. I've got solutions in my head for all of them. It's literally just waiting on parts right now. You guys will see that in a whole other episode, but yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and cut this one here.
It looks awesome.
You like it?
That looks amazing.
Kirby, what do you think?
Oh my god.
All right, cool. That's the game plan. Go team.
Yes, sir.
And and break. No, that one. Are we saying knuckle or are we saying
Knuckle.
This is your show.
1, 2, 3.
Knuckle.
You guys see that? Motorcycle parts happening right there in the background. Crazy. Pretty sick.
I'm just gonna jump in here because this guy's already at work. Oh, those are sick.
Tank lift looks good.
John's a little busy, but I know he wants to see this.
Signers?
God. So is this is final fit?
I hope so. It better be. We can do little stuff, but that should be right.
Damn, dude.
That's crazy, bro.
Dude. What'd you guys think?
I think it looks great.
Damn, son!
Yeah.
Holy shit. That looks sick.
They didn't come out. They're just stubborn.
Dude.
You're gonna have to unfingerprint them, but
Started as a big chunk, yeah. And the bolts are like super easily removable. These are going to be available, like I said, whenever we were first talking, on our website. If you guys want to order them, super simple replacement. And if you want to get them custom powder coated, and like a translucent, anodized, all that stuff. Maybe it's something we offer, like some different colors in. But yeah, you can take the bolts out. So if you want to keep them, raw or polished or, change them up to a different color. Made with customization in mind. Oh, look at that, the dome for the bolt, just like the knuckle. Much different. Look, that's great. Ooh, damn, that's close, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's close.
Looks good though.
Super cool to go from concept to reality and seeing it. It's one of those things I always say with builds. It's like having the idea in your head, seeing it go through like the whole 3D process and like come in, test fitting, make sure we got clearances, shave down the sides, and then seeing it in actual, billet aluminum. It looks tough, man. I think everybody's reaction here kind of spoke for itself. We're gonna do a couple little things to these ones because we're gonna run these for the Born Free bike. 1 of 1. Knuckle covers.
yeah, they'll never be exactly the same again.
That's right. To be continued. All right, guys, so the next step in the knuckle covers, we're gonna get rid of the machine marks on the front just because we want it to be chrome looking, right? So we're gonna polish it. We have the M8 covers back on, But yeah, we wanted to match the chrome of the lower rockers, you know, of the pushrod tubes.
We're gonna take and do some polished aluminum. It'll get us very close on an aesthetic.
Alan has the bolts removed. So like we were saying, you are able to remove the bolts if you guys want to customize yours, make these different colors, anodize them, whatever.
We're gonna start probably like 180 to get all the texture off.
Okay.
But actually, before I even start, since we only want this face, I'm gonna take a tape around here so we get no rollover on any of our work. But probably go 180 to, I mean, I'd like to stop at 1,000, but if it ain't getting there, I'll take it to 3,000.
Cool. Yeah, and we have power tools, so.
We're gonna try and use everything we got to make this as painless as possible.
So there you have it. That's a little bit of insight into the idea, right? Starting it out, working through the entire process, brainstorming and getting this whole process down to like actually seeing it cut into a hard part and on a motorcycle. Justin and I were talking and we were saying like how this is literally just like scraping the surface of the entire process. We've got so much more on the way. We're proud to say that everything is made right here in the US. These parts are now available on our website. So if you guys check out the link down in the description below, ever since we finished the bike, as of you guys watching this, it is complete. It was at Born Free. We've gotten an absolute ton of requests for these knuckle covers. So to be able to go from that idea to getting them on our bike to offering them to our community is awesome. They're available now. We do have many, many more parts on the way. A couple different versions of covers coming out, which we'll be sure to drop and update you guys as those happen. We've got various other hard parts as well. Paul was talking to me off screen. He was saying like a lot of the aluminum over there. I'm gonna grab them, hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear them. Yeah, they're in both of them. Hold on. These are heavy. Yeah. So yeah, we've got a lot more on the way. Also another big announcement, just to kind of catch it on the tail end here, I guess. These are going to be coming out under a new brand, which we're calling Blockline. It is going to be more focused on our manufacturing. Opens up a lot of doors for us. This is gonna allow us to expand a little bit more. We'll be sure to share more details on all of that with you guys in the future. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate all y'all's support. If you guys are interested in a set of these, like I said, head over to the link down in the description below. Do us a favor, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon also so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. Until next time, ride safe, stay vigilant. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!